Okay, I want to talk about something which yet again proves that we are not living in a real world, which proves that reality isn't real. Okay, it seems to me that criminals who get caught and are sent to jail, they seem to me to have more rights, more privileges than your normal law abiding citizen who minds his own business and pays his taxes on time, who does nothing wrong, who never hurts anybody. It seems to me that being a good person in a society is just not worth it because on the other side of the spectrum, you see, and here I'm talking about the worst criminals. I know some people are innocent and they are in jail. That's unfortunate. I'm talking about hardcore criminals. Uh, you know, gang members, murderers, rapists, molesters, cannibals, serial killers, mass shooters, uh, you know, violent motherfuckers. All of these people, hardcore criminals, they do their bad deed, right? They get sent to jail unless they, I don't know, kill 1,000 people or whatever. They get life, 20 to life, with the possibility of parole sometimes. In my view, these people who commit the most heinous of crimes automatically prison for life, no parole, no rights, no jury, no judge, no trial, prison for life. And these people, in my view, they need to be made examples. They need to work in the fucking salt mines, okay, until they drop dead. Okay, that seems to be an adequate punishment for people who think that they just can do anything to other people, any kind of harm, and they think they can get away with it. And even, listen, this is the problem that I have. Even these motherfuckers that do the most horrible shit imaginable, those who take the loved ones from families and what have you, these people are sent to jail for life, and it's like they're living in a five-star hotel, you know, because they're so violent or whatever, they live in solitary confinement, so they don't have to worry about being shanked by other inmates. They have a nice bed, they have a nice toilet, they have 3 hot meals a day, they have books, they have TV and internet privileges. They can work out, they have a gym, they have a shower. I mean, they get mail. I mean, what the fuck is this, right? They've done the most horrible thing imaginable to another person. And the only punishment is they can't go outside and hurt other people. That seems to me to be the only punishment. Right? Otherwise, it seems to me that these people are living the dream. They're even more advantaged people because they don't have to go to a job, they don't have to work 8 hours a day to make money so that they can pay rent, so that they can buy food, right? So that they can be pay bills and taxes. It seems to me that if you are a criminal and you are sent to jail, you are getting the best deal imaginable. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. You don't have to do anything anymore. You are not responsible for anything anymore. You're living the high life. You're in a fucking hotel, and the only downside is that you don't get to go outside anymore to hurt other people. This is the greatest punishment a civilized society has come up with for these fucking criminals, right? And of course, the excuse is, where you see, we're a civilized society and we cannot be savages. Where my view is, if they have behaved like savages, like animals, then they should be treated like savages and animals, and they should be served the same coin they have dealt their victims. This seems to be appropriate to me. I don't care if we're living in a civilized society. We have to make example of certain people who commit horrible acts. Otherwise, they're gonna assume that we're weak, that we're not gonna do anything about it, and they're gonna get more bold, they're gonna get more cocky, and guess what? In today's age, for the last, I don't know, a couple of decades, criminality has skyrocketed to a degree that is unimaginable. Why? Because criminals see what happens to their brethren, and they are encouraged, right? No matter, I mean, you go in a mall and you shoot 20 people and you get life in a hotel. That's the only downside to all of this, right? And here you are, a normal, ordinary, decent human being. You don't harm anybody. You live your life decently. You work. You pay your shit on time. You're responsible. And you get nothing but shit from your government, from the police, from the bureaucracy. You never have a moment's peace. You never have enough money, right? You're always taxed more and more. You always get shit, etc., etc. You, as a decent human being, you have less rights, less privileges than all of these fucking criminals in jail who have committed the most awful, appalling acts imaginable. Yeah, and a couple of them do get executed here and there. And I say execution is still merciful. Okay, they should suffer for the remainder of their lives for what they have done. Hard labor in the fucking salt mines. Here's a hammer, you know, crack these fucking stones or whatever. Okay, that should be their fucking punishment. 24 hours a day until they drop dead. Right? You have to make example of the worst a society has. Otherwise, because you are so merciful, so civilized, the criminals of tomorrow, the youngsters, will look at how permissible you are as a government, as a justice system, and they will think, well, these chumps are fucking gullible. We can do whatever we want, boys. This is the mindset of the youngsters who will be criminals tomorrow. They're gonna look at the police, at the justice system, at the penitentiaries, at society itself, and they're gonna say, well, this is just ripe for the taking. No matter what I do, maybe I'll get away with it. And even if I don't get away with it, if they don't have sufficient proof, if my crimes aren't that bad, then maybe they'll give me 10 or 20 years, and I'll do maybe 5 or 7. If I have good behavior, the sentence will be further reduced. Right? There should be no mercy. If you employ mercy where it isn't warranted, this will give inspiration for others to become criminals. Okay? And it doesn't matter how many you lock up, a new breed will pop up just like mushrooms the day after. Okay? You have to make examples of these fucking criminals. They have chosen not to behave as decent human beings. They have decided to be beasts and savages and animals. Therefore, it seems logical to me, and I don't care about your philosophy or your religious beliefs, if these people have decided to behave as animals, as beasts, then they should be treated as such. They should be served the same coin they have dealt their innocent victims. How about that? How about that? Right? Why not? Right? This is the most outrageous thing I have ever heard about. Like, people are actually petitioning and protesting for the rights of fucking criminals of the highest degree of, of the grotesque. Because they're people too. And they killed or they raped, I don't know, 50 people. Who cares? They're people too. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay? And they have more rights than you, a person who just minds his own business and doesn't cause harm to anybody, right? Nobody cares about you, that you're not causing harm to anybody. You're a scrub. And these motherfuckers, they're petitioning for these fucking serial killers and these fucking cartels and, I don't know, gang members. Fuck these people. Right? Hard labor for life. No questions asked. How about that? How about that? Right? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I don't understand this world. The world isn't real. Reality isn't real. In a decent, reasonable, sensible society, something like this would not be permitted. Like, it just blows my mind. Somebody, some sort of lobbyist, went somewhere in some high office and started petitioning for this to happen, for these criminals to be treated, with dignity for some reason. I don't understand this. Somebody is involved in this. All right. Even a civilized society has to treat its garbage like it is garbage. You cannot treat garbage, human scum, like it is a diamond in the rough. It's manure, it's compost, okay? That's what it is. Period. Okay. That's about it. I've got a few books on Amazon, especially these two books. They talk about fucking criminals and how they should be treated. The link will be down below. Thanks for watching, and see ya.